Our primary resources for today are your book, Secondary English, Book 4 by Sedler and Hayler, and the teacher's own authentic resources. Learning objectives which we wish to achieve by the end of the lecture are: students will be able to differentiate between formal and informal letters. Students will be able to learn the format of formal and informal letter, and students will be able to write a formal or informal letter with proper format. Now, the first thing is, what is a letter? Letter is a written or printed communication directed or meant to a person or an organization. Now, types of letters. There are majorly two types of letters: formal and informal letters. Before we further delve into the types, there are some important points about letter writing. First thing is, it should be in the correct format. It should be concise, short, and to the point, relevant and to the point, and not confused, free of any grammatical or spelling mistakes, polite even if you are complaining, never be rude, well presented and neatly done. Now let's come to the differences. Formal and informal letter. First thing is, formal letter is written for professional, official or business communication, whereas informal letter is written for personal communication to friends and family. The first difference. Second is, it is written in formal language and its tone is quite formal, whereas informal letter, it can be written in a casual language and its tone is quite frank. Formal letter has a proper format, whereas there is no strict format to write an informal letter. Some examples of formal letter are letter of inquiry, letter of request, or letter of complaint. An informal letter, for example, inviting your friend to your birthday party, etc. Okay, the format of formal letter. First is the letterhead, that is the sender's address. If you are sending a letter, that is your address. Then the next line you write down the date. In the next line it's receiver's address, the person you are sending that letter to. In next line you write down salutation, which is respected sir or respected madam. Next line it's subject. Then you come to the body. Body basically comprises of 3 paragraphs, which is almost the same for both of them. The first thing is introductory paragraph, in which you give introduction to yourself and your concerns. The middle paragraph, you delve deeper on your concerns and you tell further that what you basically want from them. And then the closing paragraph where you end your discussion and wait for the hopeful reply. After that, in the next line, you write down a complimentary close, that is, yours obediently or yours sincerely. And in the next line, you write down your signature and designation. Now, this is a sample of a formal letter. Write a letter to the editor of a daily newspaper complaining about the construction work on your road in the middle of monsoon season, causing inconvenience to the people of the locality. Now, look here. The first thing is written the sender's address and then date, and then to the receiver's address, then salutation and subject. Construction work in our locality during monsoon season causing us difficulties. Through the medium of your esteemed and respected daily, I wish to inform the municipal authorities of the difficulties the residents of my locality are facing due to the construction and repair work currently happening in our area. Monsoon season has started a few days ago and it's compounding our problems. The repair work has been ongoing for 5 weeks and now it's falling way behind schedule. And now, with the current weather conditions, we are having persistent problem of waterlogging and flooding in our area. Another worry is about the accident that may occur due to the debris laying around the road. Diseases caused due to the waterlogging are another one of our concerns. Therefore, I wish to draw the attention of the concerned authorities with the help of your newspaper. Hopefully, you will be able to help us in drawing their attention and resolving this matter to the earliest. Now, like introduction, the middle part, and the ending. Thank you, yours sincerely, signature, Mr. XYZ. I hope this is going to clear your idea of formal letter. Now, the format of informal letter. As we already discussed, there is no hard and fast rule about it, but still, when you are writing down something, you need to follow some decorum. The first thing is address, your address. Second line, you write down the date, then the greeting, respected, or write down dear, my friend, whatever the lovely greetings you want to greet your person with. And then the body, which has the three parts: introduction, middle, and the closing part. Then you end it with the signature, lots of love, best wishes, kind regards, kindly. Now there's a sample informal letter. There's an address and the date. Dear Alice, I hope this letter finds you in the best of spirits. Sorry, I have not been writing as regularly as I should. The fact is that I have just moved to Sydney to do a short term course in fashion designing. It will take about 6 months. I was wondering if you would also like to do this course with me. After all, you have always been one of the most fashionable among my friends. Wouldn't it be great if you would turn the passion into a rewarding career? As you know, fashion has become an integral part of our lives, and as such, there is a huge demand for fashion designers. Because it is a highly competitive field, you won't be able to get a foothold in the industry if you are not armed with a professional qualification. Although this is a short term course, it is recognized by the major agencies in the fashion industry. The institution that offers this course also provide 100% placement guarantee. That means you won't have to worry about finding a job after doing this course. Let me know if you're interested. Hope to hear from you soon. With kind regards, Mary. Now look at the frank tone, easygoing way that you have talked your heart out and tell your concern without using any formal language, but not too informal as well. The last thing is style. There are three styles: block style, modified block style, and indented style. Look, the block style is all in on the left side, and the modified block style, the address and the salutation part is written on the right, and the rest is in the left. And indented style, the paragraphs start with indentation, otherwise it's just like the modified block style. But in IGCSE, you have to follow block style, which is number one. I hope this is all clear to you. A quick recap that the major difference between a formal and informal letter is the tone, format, and your audience. Okay, just keep this thing in your mind, go through other sample essays, and we are going to be further reinforcing